shifting from the design world's perspective to a much broader perspective was something that we actually are seeing a lot through the EcoDistricts program of the Portland Sustainability Institute. And a lot of the projects like the Lloyd District that we had a chance to work on at CGF, it was very technology based. I think in the first rounds, I mean, that's just really where we were coming from, was how do you implement it? What are the tasks? What are the tools that we use to make these things happen? And then quickly realized in trying to implement it that without the sort of the soft side and the community being there and supporting it and backing it, it wasn't going to happen. So quickly, like within even just a year, I think that the shift really occurred where we looked at just bringing people together and having the solutions come out of that community.
I've been working more and more at district scale, and working at district scale, once you start doing that, it's really kind of hard to go back. And I would say it actually qualifies as some of the most interesting stuff right now. It's interesting. As a green building architect, I've spent the last 15 years at least trying to optimize energy, water, and waste systems, all to find that all three of those systems optimize at a scale bigger than a building. And then you start working at district scale and you find out that energy, water, and waste all optimize at scales different from each other. And if you just hold those two ideas together, life gets really interesting.
An eco-district really is really the right scale to take the shared cost and shared benefits of increased efficiency amongst a group of buildings. And the more people you have, the more you can share those costs of those benefits. And it really gets spoiled, and I don't know if I'm past my two-sentence thing yet, but semicolon, that it really has to do with community members, developers, and the people acting in their own, finding their own self-interest through collective action. And so the boundary of that district is really just the spirit of that community to act in unison. And that to me kind of does it. Its boundary is sort of limited by the people's inclination, it seems like.
I guess I define eco-districts as a set of services which loosely are, waste, water, power, and transportation that are efficiently sized and optimized for their scale to serve more efficiently a network of buildings that does that more efficiently than each building could do by itself. And I think if I was allowed to use the 8 or 9 commas there, that was 2 sentences. So.
An eco-district is a neighborhood or a place, could be a university campus, but wherever it is focusing on being higher performing, more focused on sustainability, a richer experience for the people than the other neighborhoods around it. It's in effect working to become better. It's going to work to become more transparent. It's also going to change the way it relates to the people that move through it. I think eco-districts are going to, not unlike green buildings are starting to do, when you enter an eco-district, you should become aware of it, and you should be aware of what it's asking of you. We should start to have active relationships between people in buildings and people in districts.
Yeah, an eco-district, in very simple terms, an eco-district is a neighborhood in which community stakeholders, the city agencies, the utilities, and the neighborhoods come together in collective action to develop a sustainability roadmap for their community. It's not about rating systems, it's not about carbon emissions, it's about collective action to drive towards sustainability outcomes, and doing it collectively and coming through at the other end with real capacity to do the work.